Hi guys, my name is Jennison and I'm going to show you how food travels through our digestive system. Alright, so we eat our food and our food enters through our mouth. And right here we have the hard palate. This rough part right here is called the hard palate, and this is our tongue on the bottom. And in between it we have the oral cavity. The oral cavity is inferior to the hard palate and superior to the tongue. So food enters through the oral cavity, and there's that soft palate right here. You see this edge right here? This is called the soft palate at the end of our tongue. Then right here, this region right here, it's called the pharynx, and the pharynx is divided into three parts. So from the top of your nasal to the end of the soft palate, you have the nasopharynx. And from your oral cavity all the way to the beginning of the epiglottis, you have the oropharynx, marked right here, okay? And then from the oropharynx down to the bottom of the larynx, we have the laryngopharynx. Sorry guys, laryngopharynx. And you can see right here, this part right here is the epiglottis, which leads to the false vocal cord on the top, and then the true vocal cord on the bottom. We have the trachea. Alright, that's the respiratory, so I won't talk too much about that. But we'll get down to the digestive system. So food travels down here, all the way down to the esophagus. You see this long part right here? This is our esophagus. And it's going to enter through the stomach. So as soon as the food enters the stomach, it will first stop by the cardiac region of the stomach, which is called the cardiac. And this edge right here, if this stomach was full, this top portion right here, this would be called the fundus. And these kind of squiggly lines that bulge, these are called rugae, okay? In our stomach here, which is really cool, we have two curvatures. We have this long part right here, the outside portion, this is called the greater curvature, and the bottom right here, this short, backwards L-shaped, is called the lesser curvature. So food travels through the stomach, and almost at the end, we enter the pylorus region of the stomach. This is called the pylorus. And it goes narrow and narrow and narrow until it enters this region right here. It's called the pyloric sphincter. This is about the end of the stomach and the entrance to the small intestine. So as soon as the pyloric sphincter is reached, it enters to the small intestine. This portion here, right here is called the duodenum. This whole region here is called the duodenum, and if we take this out, it travels down, and this whole region right here is called the duodenum. The duodenum, okay? Duodenum. So food travels all the way through these tube lines and down to the end of the small intestine, which is called the ileum. So the food travels into the ileum and enter this little valve called the ileocecal valve and into this area called the cecum. So that's the end of the small intestine portion, and we're going to enter through the large intestine, aka the colon. So we have the ascending colon going down